3 streams
Alright.
scheduled.
Guys,
Then you can
guys,
just
mute up, mute
delete
up,
it
guys, mute
in
up, mute up.
YouTube Studio.
Guys, mute up. And I think that we are. Hold on, just give me 1 minute. I will, give me 1 second. I want to let you guys know when we arrive. Apologize for some technical difficulties. Just have to move locations real quick, and then we will get ready to go. Alrighty. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Storm Vortex Center Live. We are currently monitoring a potentially dangerous situation that is going to unfold across portions of the Midwestern United States today, as we already have a moderate risk for severe weather that is currently in place. A regional outbreak is expected across portions of Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan today. We could potentially see some strong tornadoes today as well. And here is a, I'm going to pull it up here. Here is a current live shot. I can get this up on my screen. Here's a current live still shot from Madison, Wisconsin. As you can see, clear skies, clear to cloudy skies. However, later, as the event persists, we are going to see some very dangerous conditions push through the Madison Metro, as they are underneath a moderate risk. So I am going to now switch back to my radar screen, and I am going to introduce my team here. I am joined by Jake, Ayrton, and Maple today. They're going to be helping me out. And my name is Patrick. I am one of your co-chief and meteorologist and analyst here at Storm Vortex Center, and apologize for some technical difficulties earlier. We were working on OBS stuff, and my OBS decided to unfortunately glitch on me a couple times, so I am going to throw it over to them to give their thoughts on the current severe weather situation. Guys, take it away.
Hello, and it's Maple. For our public severe weather outlook issued by Storm Prediction Center, in southern and eastern Wisconsin, northeast Iowa, southern or far southeast
Maple, I
Minnesota,
believe you're having some audio issues on your end. I'm not hearing you on
He's
stream.
Okay.
Sorry.
There might be a delay. Patrick.
I'm going to work on getting the
There is a
day
delay.
1 categorical outlook pulled up here on my screen real quick.
There is a delay.
But in the meantime, we currently have no active severe thunderstorm warnings or anything severe at this current time. I am going to pull up the SPC's day 1 categorical outlook to basically give you guys an overview of what we're going to be expecting today here and basically what's going to be going down. So I'm going to currently pull that up here real quick.
Just wanted to let you know that there is in fact stream delay that comes with Twitch. So don't worry
And
about it.
you may see, hold up, let me. Okay, here we go. So, as you can currently see on the screen, I'm going to enlarge this a bit. We currently have a day 1 moderate risk here for portions of extreme northeastern Iowa, southern and central Wisconsin, extreme southeastern Minnesota, and near Green Bay as well. Green Bay is under the moderate risk, and you have other cities like Madison, Green Bay, Appleton, Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, and portions of the Milwaukee Metro are also under the moderate risk as well. But we're going to start at the lowest bit. We're going to start with the marginal risk. The marginal risk, the 1 out of 5 on the severe weather scale, it extends all the way from the first one. We're going to say there's 2 different sets of marginal risks. The first set of marginal risks, which is in association with this main event, is going to be from portions of Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan here. Big cities in this risk include Chicago. You got Chicago, Kansas City, Bloomington, Lincoln, Chicago, like I said, Chicago as well. You even got like Gaylord up there, like Grand Rapids, all that stuff. Then we have a level 2 out of 5. We're going to move up the scale here. We have a level 2 out of 5 for portions of east central Iowa, southeastern Minnesota, much of Wisconsin, northwestern Illinois near the Quad Cities area. Also, we got portions of northwestern Michigan here by the Petersky, Gaylord, Traverse City areas, and also portions of the UP of Michigan. That is where you're going to expect some damaging winds, large hail, and maybe an isolated tornado or 2. And then we are going to move to the second area of concern here today, with a very large moderate risk in play. Not moderate risk. Oh my God, I apologize for that. Marginal risk here for portions of the latter 13 of the United States, including the Appalachian Mountains and the Southeast. We have big cities such as Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C. We got portions of Pittsburgh. We also have Binghamton, Syracuse, Buffalo, all in this. We also have Raleigh, a bit of Raleigh. We have a little bit of Richmond. Trying to just point out a bunch of cities here. And then we have a very large slight risk, which does include Charlotte, Atlanta, Greensboro, Birmingham, a little bit of Tuscaloosa, Mobile, Tallahassee, all that stuff. And also portions of Piedmont, North Carolina, Western North Carolina, upstate, Northeast Georgia. Pretty much all of Georgia except for the extreme northern tip of Georgia is under a slight risk today. Not necessarily for a risk of tornadoes, but more for a risk of damaging winds and isolated large hail. And now, we are going to move on to the major concern here, as we do have a rather large enhanced risk in place for portions of northeastern Iowa, southeastern Minnesota, much of southern and central Wisconsin, including the upper peninsula of Michigan here. Big cities in this risk include Waukesha, Janesville, Dubuque, La Crosse, and Sheboygan. We also have portions of Milwaukee. Milwaukee is teetering on the enhanced risk. You are going to expect here some significant damaging winds, large destructive hail, and a greater threat for tornadoes. Some of the tornadoes in this enhanced risk will be strong. And then the big picture here. The SBC, before we went live, did mention that the moderate risk was going to be put in place due to a increase in convection that was likely to unfold across portions of northeast Wisconsin and southern and central Wisconsin, and that is why the moderate risk is in place. The moderate risk includes the big cities of Madison, Green Bay, Appleton, Oshkosh, and Fond du Lac. It does also extend a bit into Minnesota here, very on the border region, the tri-border region between Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa. And you're going to expect a pretty regionalized severe weather outbreak in this corridor in the enhanced and moderate risk. The moderate risk is where you're going to see the greater threat for some very significant winds, very large to potentially gorilla, potentially strong and violent. And now we're going to move to the individual tornado outlook. This is basically the percent chance of a tornado within 25 miles of a given point. As you see, we have a very large 2% tornado risk that extends from portions of Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Illinois, with a little bit in Indiana, very little bit in Indiana, and also a 2% chance of tornadoes into portions of Pennsylvania and New York. Then we have the 5% chance for east central Iowa, northwestern Illinois, northwestern Michigan, much of Wisconsin, southeastern Minnesota near the Rochester area, and then upper peninsula of Michigan. Then we have the 10% risk, which is where you're going to need to get concerned for portions of southeastern upper peninsula of Michigan, portions of east central, southern, and southwestern Wisconsin, northeastern Iowa, and southeastern Minnesota. And then the big 15% risk, which is going to be the main area of concern for significant to strong tornadoes. You have southern, southwestern Wisconsin, extreme southeastern Minnesota, and extreme northeastern Iowa, all within this 15% chance. And also, we have a hatched area. Now, for those who don't know what a hatched area is, the hatched area is basically, the SBC is forecasting that there is a 10% or greater probability of an EF2 to EF5 tornado within 25 miles of a given point. So basically within the hatch area, if you place a mark and you go 25 miles within this, you can see an EF2 to EF5 tornado. Now this does not mean that an EF2 to EF5 tornado is expected. However, a potential for a significant tornado is expected. Now, the main threat is going to be tornadoes and wind today. Hail is also going to be a very predominant threat, as we do have a very large 30% significant hatch risk for hail across much of the enhanced and moderate risks. Basically, same deal, 10% or greater probability of 2-inch diameter hail larger within 25 miles of a point. And the big main concern along with tornadoes today is going to be winds. We have a very decently sized 45% chance of seeing a significant wind gust 65 knots or greater within 25 miles of a given point. This does cover almost the entire enhanced risk, much of the moderate risk, and also we have the, like I said earlier, we do have the potential for some damaging winds across portions of the Mid-Atlantic, North New England, and southeastern portions of the United States. So that's pretty much it in regards to the SBC outlook here. I am going to go back to my radar here just for a brief second. Does anybody else want to chime in here and give their thoughts on what we are going to see today And what are we thinking?
I would like to chime in, and this is because of a public severe weather outlook that was issued not more than less than 30 minutes ago. This public severe weather outlook for the area that Fitz was just talking about has hazards of widespread damaging winds, some hurricane force, several tornadoes, a few intense, and scattered large hail, some baseball size. Your summary here from the Storm Prediction Center is scattered severe thunderstorms are likely to occur this afternoon. Scattered severe storms are likely this afternoon into tonight across parts of the upper Midwest and upper Great Lakes. Several tornadoes, large to very large hail, and damaging winds all appear likely. Some of the tornadoes could be strong. Make sure to, and here's just what I'm saying, is that make sure to just listen to the National Weather Service for warnings tomorrow.
Jimmy, this is just for today. Just want to make sure that you're aware. This is for today.
Yes, this is for today. Along with that, tomorrow, for those who don't know, tomorrow there is also an enhanced risk, which has 7 million people in it. The reason being, this enhanced risk is driven by a 30% normal risk for wind. Apart from that is a 15% hail and a 5% tornado risk, none of them sig.
Yes, absolutely. So I do have the Day 2 outlook on my screen currently. The SPC has upgraded to a very large enhanced risk for portions of Pennsylvania and New York here. The 5% tornado risk has been maintained, but they have added a 30% non-sig wind. Very interesting to see a Day 2 enhanced risk for this area. It's a very uncommon thing to see here, but the SPC has noticed something when they're looking at the models and stuff, and they have decided to put an enhanced risk down. I'm going to go back to the...
May I break in here?
Yes, you may. Go right ahead.
I'm just going to announce the fact that I am in between the two Day 2 risks. So they might push that marginal or something over to where I'll be in the risk tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. Basically, I am going to, get something here. I'm going to pull up something here real quick. I'm going to pull up on my stream. I'm going to pull up on my stream here. I'm going to basically, I'm going to pull up here, I'm going to pull up something here real quick. If I could get that up on my stream, that would be very great. Alrighty, so I'm going to pull up here basically what you're going to need to know about warnings and watches today. So basically a tornado watch means that weather conditions are favorable for the development of tornadoes. Basically, this means that a tornado is not going to happen at the moment of the watch issuance. However, you need to know your safe location and be ready to act quickly if a warning is issued or you are suspecting that a tornado is approaching. Now, a tornado warning means that a tornado has been spotted or indicated by weather radar, meaning a tornado is occurring or is expected to occur soon. You must seek shelter immediately if you are under a tornado warning, even if you're not in the path of it. Even if you're around it and you're in the polygon or just on the edge of a polygon, you need to respect the polygon and take shelter. You can replace property, but you cannot replace your life. You need to heed that. I cannot emphasize it further, as we have a moderate risk for severe weather today. This is correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that this is the second moderate risk within less than a month. That is something that you don't see too often. This is an exceedingly rare situation. You need to heed all warnings and watches from your local National Weather Service and from your local authorities and us here at Storm Vortex Center, as we're going to be walking you through step by step through each storm as long as we possibly can. Go ahead.
Yeah. About that moderate risk of 2 times a month, there was literally just one the other day in Ohio.
Oh, so this is actually the third one in almost a month. That is insane. That is, I have actually never seen 3 moderates issued in a month.
I'd like to break in here. SDC has issued a mesoscale discussion concerning the severe potential watch probability of 40% issuance.
Alright, I'm going to, I'm going to basically go over this last tornado terminology. Now, we cannot say for certain if a tornado emergency is going to be issued today. However, if for some reason a tornado emergency is issued today, this is meaning that a catastrophic threat to life and property is expected to occur due to a confirmed violent, large, and extremely dangerous tornado. If you are placed under a tornado emergency, you must not wait to see or hear the tornado. You must take shelter immediately. If you are in the polygon of a tornado emergency, you need to take shelter immediately, because this tornado has power, or the tornado will have power, and it will move in any direction it wants to. I am going to now close that, go back to the radar here real quick, and I'm going to see if I can pull up the mesoscale discussion here. Jake, where did you say that this mesoscale discussion was issued for?
Mesoscale discussion 1175 was issued for the LaCroix, Wisconsin area, extending down into Iowa, the northern tip of Iowa.
This was issued sorry to cut you off. This was issued earlier, mentioning the moderate risk. So this mesoscale discussion is concerning the moderate risk that is currently in place.
That is correct.
Yes.
So the mesoscale discussion is basically covering elevated risk for thunderstorms that currently show convective trends that could lead to a watch being issued.
Absolutely. Now, this is not going to be the main watch issued. Potentially, we are going to be seeing a potentially be seeing a tornado watch issued within at least an hour or two, or within the next couple of hours here, as storms are going to be firing or expected to fire any minute now, actually, because basically, yeah, we are expecting storms to fire here pretty much soon here, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got right now.
New significant weather advisory for Eau Claire. In Wisconsin.
Eau Claire. Okay. So this is for Mondovi. I'm gonna pull that up real quick. I'm gonna try to find where is Mondovi. Okay, so I'm gonna go, let's see, am I on my radar screen? Alright, so basically a significant weather advisory has been issued for the Mondovi cell. Currently the cell has about 35,000 foot ecotops, so that is something to watch. And there's also, we have to watch this cell down here that was previously a mini Boeing segment that went through northeastern Iowa, southeastern Minnesota, and the Girl Cross area. Still has very, very high ecotops. If we look here at storm relative velocity, I'm not seeing anything too crazy with rotation yet. However, if we look at the CC, we can possibly indicate a hail core trying to form here. Nothing too crazy going on at the moment. However, we are seeing these convections starting to pop up across.
There's a new significant weather advisory for St. Paul, Minnesota.
St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay, so then it is this cell right here, I would assume.
No, it's the whole cluster of those cells around St. Paul. All of those are in the significant weather advisory.
Alrighty. Yep, that is the voice of Ayrton you just heard there. And pretty much we are going to be monitoring the current situation, and we're going to be letting you guys know a few what you need to know here. I need to confirm quickly on a technical note. Just on a technical note, voice of Ayrton, is there any possibility that I can enable chat? Because I believe the chat is disabled.
You have to do it. You have to do it in the YouTube Studio.
Alright, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to enable chat so our viewers can tune in. I think we currently have 3 viewers, unless if it's you guys watching the stream, but
I have it up.
alright, let me see what I can do here. Analytics, stream. Where does it say for chat?
Should be in the edit button just below.
Okay, I see. Chat. It doesn't show chat here. I see playlist audience. Oh, I see that. Okay.
It's set to a kid stream.
Yeah,
it's set
to a kid stream. Now it's up. Now chat should be enabled here. I'm gonna check that real quick. Yep, chat should be enabled now for the stream. Alright, so not too much going on right now in terms of severe weather right now. So we are basically going to just chill here for a sec and chill here for a couple minutes and see if anything starts to form. Now, I'm gonna throw it over to you guys. What would you say is the absolute best advice for people who are under the moderate risk today? If you were to give it like a brief piece of advice for our viewers who are underneath the moderate risk tonight.
Just stay weather aware and listen to the warnings that are issued for your area.
Alright.
Say it better. Ayrton could not say it better.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's exactly what you want to do. Keep an eye on what your local weather stations, news, and just keep an eye on the weather. Don't just think, oh, I'm just outside, so nothing's gonna happen. Weather changes very rapidly.
Tornadoes can change path.
Yeah, they can change within the 5 minutes that a radar pull happens. You don't have time to see it and then take cover. You have to be ready and taking cover as soon as something happens.
And also a tip to those, if you have a NOAA weather radio, use it. It'll be really handy.
Yes, absolutely. I also agree. So I'm going to say this right now. If you are in the moderate risk tonight, please stay weather aware. Send us all the information you can. You can send it in the chat, any updates or information. Also, you can join our Discord server if you want. The Discord server, I am going to link in the description after the stream. Or actually, I should link the Discord invite link in the stream now. I'm going to do that in a little bit. But if you join our Discord server, you can send us in information and stuff, and we can answer your questions in the chat anytime. And yeah, pretty much just if you are in the moderate risk tonight, you need to be weather aware, and that's pretty much it. Now, taking a look at satellite data.
There's a cumulus cluster over South Minnesota and northern Iowa heading towards Wisconsin.
I was gonna pull that up. So basically right now there is a lot of clearing in there's a very wide expanse. I'm actually gonna pull this up here on my screen here. So basically right now I have a satellite view of what's going on across the risk area right now. As you can see, very expanse clearing across southern Wisconsin. As you can see, storms are blowing up in there. You can see actually a loop of the cloud cover here across the region, and you can see very wide clearing across most of Wisconsin. This is going to be the main corridor we have to look out for tonight. Yeah, so basically, let me just... Alright, so...
I just want to say.
per kilogram keep is showing up in the water area right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so, yes. So, as basically, so the cape is going to flow in from the south, and the low-level jet is not as strong for a large-scale tornado situation. However, a more localized strong tornadic threat is possible with any semi-discrete or discrete supercell that can form. And it does look like that we do have a cell that, I think this is the La Crosse cell, has a significant weather advisory, the one that was previously a Boeing segment earlier this morning. It is warned for 40 miles an hour. I think it's warned for 40 miles per hour wind gust in Penny-Size Hill. This is for Wood and Portage counties in Wisconsin. Sorry if you hear me sniffling. I don't know what the hell's going on with my sniffles. No, we are still here, and yeah, I'm feeling fine. I just have a little bit of sniffles right now, but yeah, everything should be fine. So yeah, so basically, this is going to be the cell to watch right now, as it does have some decently high echo tops of about like 40, yeah, it's just basically around 45,000 feet, pretty much. This is off of La Crosse radar, right? Yeah, I do see that as well. I wonder if that will do anything. Most likely not. However, that is something that we're gonna definitely have to monitor here. So let me just go ahead and. Alright, so I'm going to pull up here, I'm going to pull up Ayrton's stream here. Ayrton, would you like to pull up your radar and show everyone what you see currently? Yeah, do you want to just explain what you are seeing right now on radar?
Is a bunch of otherwise not.
Alright. So yeah, as you heard there from Ayrton, not a lot of severe things are going on right now. However, as we do have for time here, If we do pass some time here, we are going to see these storms rapidly firing off here. And that is pretty much, like, at this point right now, that's pretty much all I have right now. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send them down into the live chat, and we will answer them for you. I know there's not a lot of people viewing the stream right now. However, if we do start getting people in here, we will answer your questions as soon as we possibly can. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You go ahead, Maple. Alright, I am going to do that right now. Thank you, Maple.
To mention something.
Alright, so I'm going to... I didn't put the moderators down in the title, so it should be up there now. I am currently seeing, based on radar here, I'm currently seeing multiple cells rooting. Currently, there are 2 cells that I'm monitoring right now that could have the potential to go severe in a heartbeat. The Wisconsin Rapids cell definitely is the one we need to look out for. I'm also seeing a cell forming over Cataract, Wisconsin that could also be something to take a look at. I'm not sure if that has a significant weather advisory on that one. I think it does. And yes, I do see
That
that.
one, Cataract or whatever, does not have this thing.
Okay, I think that is going to get us warned here in a little bit. Basically, no, you can go. I'm sorry. I'm just. You're not going to be really using NRI. Just to mention, you're not going to be really using NRI here if you don't have an actual rotation spot. Just want to point that out here. And looking at velocities right now, there's really nothing going on right now in terms of rotation. These storms have just begun to fire. And I would expect to see a tornado watch issued within the next couple of hours here as this these storms do tend to push off to the north and east. I'm going to currently check just a couple of brief things here real quick. I'm going to just check Discord real quick, see if we have any if we have anything. Let's see. I do think that is the
Those are the same cells. Just one thing.
there is some upscale growth in southeast Minnesota, and storms are attempting to fire in northeast Iowa right now, so we're gonna have to look out for that. I think is that the cataract cell that I've been talking about? I think that might be the cataract cell. What's the counties underneath the significant weather advisory?
It's Sawyer County.
Sawyer counties. What NWS? What NWS office has issued this? No problem, take your time.
I'm on KRX.
KARX, so lacrosse.
Yeah.
Alright. That has not popped up for me on IAMBot yet.
I have it on my screen.
Alright, I can go to your I'll switch to your stream here real quick. So Ayrton currently has the significant weather advisory on his stream.
So one day I just
Okay, so that's all the way up in northwestern Wisconsin. Duluth, right? Alright, let me switch to mine real quick and go up there. It's what's the cities that this cell is currently in right now? Oh, Shell Lake, Spooner. Okay, I see. That was issued by NWS Duluth. Was this for South Central Bayfield, Southern Washburn, Ashland, Burnett, and Sawyer counties? Okay, that's it. That's the one I was, yeah, that's the, that I just got on my, it says, strong thunder, it says, it's tagged for 30 miles an hour, wind gusts, and half-inch hail. Okay. I am seeing some hail on that cell right now, and we are just waiting for the first severe thunderstorm warning to get issued here.
I forgot what wasn't saying this, but someone was saying that there were possibly storms that were trying to fly rockets over East Iowa.
That was me. That was me. That was me.
Okay, so I'm particularly looking at Howard County and like very far northeast Iowa, which is almost like right near Minnesota. One specific it's currently just a shower right now, with 30.5 decibels of reflectivity. But what I'm just saying is just pay attention to this specific shower because it's in the enhance about to move into moderate, or it will move into moderate eventually. That's why.
It's worth watching.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's worth watching. It's moving towards Cresco. Cresco. It's just a shower for now, but just pay attention to it. to see what it could become.
Alright, thanks.
Any comments?
No.
Is 4 miles south-southeast of La Crosse. Ayrton, if you want to pull up that damage report, if you can. Yep, it says.
I have it up on my stream.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read that off. So it's it came in about 1:41 p.m. local time, 4 miles south-southeast of La Crosse, county of La Crosse. Broadcast media has reported that numerous trees and branches are down, including one large tree uprooted. So very interesting to already see some damage reports coming out of this event today. Now, at the current moment, I'm expecting that we're going to see an uptick from between 3 and 5 p.m. Hopefully we do not have to go too crazy today, but we're here for it, and if we need to go crazy today, we will go crazy today, because we may have to go crazy today. I'm going to have to, as you're going to see on my stream here, my stream is currently up. You're going to see that on the bottom bar of the screen is a count of all the warnings currently. There is no severe warnings currently at this time. However, as warnings get issued, you're going to see the bottom bar updated in time to keep updates of how many warnings we currently have in the risk area.
It seems like the storm that I was talking about, it either moved north or it's like the northern or southern one. But there's a northern one. I guess it may have split. I think. So it's moving. Yeah, I think it's for southern ones. It's probably moving north.
I see some very interesting storm development going on just to the east of Rochester, Minnesota.
Rochester, Minnesota. Okay, I'm going to go there right now on my radar screen. Let me switch to La Crosse here real quick, just so I can get an idea of what we're looking at. You said east of Rochester, right, Ayrton?
Yeah, I'm seeing cells trying to go up right there.
Alright, and we do have a delayed spotter report from a couple minutes ago, from 2 minutes ago, from Iron County, Michigan. Public reports that 2 large diameter spruce trees were snapped and uprooted in Caspian early this morning. Delayed report via social media per National Weather Service Marquette. And Ayrton, yes, I do see what you're seeing. I do see a blob of convection that is trying to root itself. Ecotops at this time are currently 40,000 feet. So maybe we can see those convection starting to fire here.
If you watch past the radar, they like just popped up.
I do see that as well. Yeah, they kind of blew up a couple on the last scan. Wisconsin Rapid Cell does appear to be strengthening here. Not so sure about that yet. However,
I think it might be weakening because I've seen a downfall in the amount of lightning in it.
It does appear that the lightning is decreasing, but I do see that the hail core is trying to strengthen up here a bit. CC is trying to pick up a hail core here. Rotation, no rotation whatsoever. Jake, I think you wanted to say something?
Yeah, so for the storms that are just east of Rochester, Minnesota, that general area has sort of been looking like that's where storms like to be firing today.
Absolutely. Now, in the event that we do have some downtime here, we are going to leave my radar screen up and we are going to go on an automated stream. And basically what that means is that we are going to be taking a break at times when there's basically when there is periods of downtime and downtrends. However, once severe weather does pick back up, we will try to remain on stream for as long as we can. However, here and there we will be taking periodic breaks here at Storm Vortex Center, just so we can rest a bit at times. Other than that, not much going on right now. I'm going to keep an eye on the Wisconsin Rapid Cell, as that is interesting. This little blob of stuff could be trying to do something here in southeast Minnesota, east of Rochester here. And yeah, so what's up?
I'm now basically going to be looking to the shower south of that shower that I was talking about earlier, because that would be moving into Winneshiek in Alamance County, which in this case, if I'm not mistaken, half of Winneshiek County, I hope I'm not butchering the pronunciation, is actually, sorry if you hear background noise. It's
No problem.
actually like half of it's like in the 5% risk for tornadoes. The other half of it is in a 10% SIG for it, and it seems to be kind of like diagonally in that way. Like, you know,
Yes,
like
absolutely.
the northwestern part of it. The northwestern part of that county is in a 5%. The southeastern half of it though is in a 10% SIG. 10 SIG for tornadoes.
Absolutely here.
As a result, I would probably pay attention to these showers that form to the south near these Howard County storms near like Chickasaw or Bremer or even Bremer County as they move northeast.
Absolutely. I'm going to pull up what's called a VWP photograph here from NWS Lacrosse, and as you can see, we have a very interesting photograph here. Basically, a very decent storm relative flow. SRH, wow. 402 0-1 storm relative helicity. That is not what I wanted to see. 190 over 54, that's a bit terrifying. As you can see, a very elongated photograph. Not as curved as you want to see, however, if you take this to face value, large elongated photographs do tend to favor for tornadic development here. And yeah, so we are just pretty much waiting for the first severe storm to fire off here, and then we will be officially kicking off our coverage here. And we did just get a new mesoscale discussion. A tornado watch is likely needed by 20Z. We did just get a new mesoscale discussion here. And it is likely that we will get a watch by 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to read off the mesoscale discussion here real quick. Convection is expected to develop across northeast Iowa and spread northeast in the next couple hours. Tornadoes, some of which could be potentially strong, damaging gusts, and hail will all be possible. A tornado watch will likely be needed by 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Visible satellite and radar data from the Des Moines radar indicate deepening cumulus across northeast Iowa to the northeast of a surface low and in the vicinity of a surface warm front. More isolated cumulus has also started to develop across southern Wisconsin. Latest water vapor imagery indicates a shortwave impulse now ejecting across eastern Nebraska, southeast South Dakota will lift east-northeast, providing increasing ascent across the region within the next couple of hours. Some weak inhibition likely remains in the vicinity of the surface boundary, though continued heating and increasing ascent should rapidly erode any remaining inhibition over the next hour. Strong heating south of the surface boundary across Iowa into central Wisconsin has allowed temperatures to warm into the mid to upper 80s and mid upper 60s to low 70s dew points. Relatively warm temperatures between 850 to 700 millibars will maintain modestly steep mid-level lapse rates, but the very most boundary layer is still supporting moderate instability across the region. Effective shear magnitudes greater than 50 knots will further support robust, well-organized convection. Some uncertainty remains with regards to convective mode, but semi-discrete supercells appear possible, at least initially in convective evolution. VWP data from La Crosse already shows, I mentioned, enlarged, now favorably curved low-level hodographs supporting rotation. Additionally, strong low-level instability with enhanced vorticity in the vicinity of the surface front suggests increased tornado potential will accompany any semi-discrete convection. With time, convection is expected to grow upscales at 35 plus knots south to southwesterly low-level jet increases by late afternoon, early evening. This will result in increasing risk for more widespread damaging gusts, though mesovortex tornadoes also will continue to be possible given favorable low-level shear. So you heard it there from the SPC. We will be expecting a tornado watch to be issued at the top of the hour here, or sooner, depending on conditions.
Here's what I was going to say about that mesoscale discussion that would be needed by 20Z. Is a severe storm development expected across northeastern Iowa. And I had mentioned earlier, northeastern Iowa moving into Wisconsin could be where the next storms occur. You know? So you just gotta, and I just wanted to say that. Also near Cresco, with some developing showers, there is 34 decibels, along with very low equitops. Like, by very low equitops, I mean it doesn't show like a color, but I'll definitely say it's around 7,000 foot equitops, so it's definitely very low showers. In fact, I'm gonna get some volumetric readings on it. Let's look at this.
Okay, so stand corrected, it does appear 4 p.m. 4 p.m. it will be issued.
We might just want to leave it on automated stream until something interesting happens.
Alright, Alright, so folks, we are going to take a break here. We are going to come back when the first severe thunderstorm warning does get issued here. And we will be back live with coverage here on Storm Vortex Center. Hello everyone, we are back with a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for portions of North Carolina here. I'm going to read off the warning text. This is for eastern Henderson County and northwestern Polk County. This is currently tagged for 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and course as hail. This is moving in the general direction of the Greenville, Spartanburg metro area at this time. Currently looking at radar, I don't see a terrible. I really don't see a great amount of stuff here that would be warranted for severe. However, the SPC is noticing something, so I think they're mentioning about the shower right here. I'm surprised that a shower is prompting a severe thunderstorm warning. That is very interesting. That is very interesting here that we have our first severe thunderstorm warning here for North Carolina. Thoughts on the team?
For some reason, that storm looks like it's a shower, but when I go to GR2 Analyst, it gives a hail size for 0.93 inches.
Oh, I know why. I know why. This is currently over the mountains of North Carolina at this time. That's why it's showing up as a shower. If you go up to higher tilts, you can clearly see the. If you go up to tilt like tilt 2.4, you can see the. You can see it more clearly on tilt 2.4.
Yeah, it's not actually. Yes, it looks like it's actually good on 1.4 to 1.8 is where you can find it.
Hold up. I can see it better until 1.4, yeah, true point.
Yeah, it's over the mountains of North Carolina, and it does have echo tops of 43,000 feet, actually. 43,000 foot echo tops over
yes.
61 decibels. 61.
I do see that. This is currently pushing off toward the south at 10 miles an hour. Very slow moving storm here, but if you are in the cities of Hendersonville, Flat Rock, Laurel Park, Bat Cave, Valley Hill, Edneyville, Dana, Girton, if you're even in Saluda, if you're in Columbus, if you're in Tuxedo, if you're anywhere on or in this polygon, make sure to stay inside a secure shelter. You do not have to go underground. This is not a tornado warning. However, stay away from windows as large hail and damaging winds can cause damage to property.
The impact in association with the severe thunderstorm is minor hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to trees and power lines. You can also report damaging winds, hail, or flooding by calling the National Weather Service at Greenville and Spartanburg. You can call the toll-free number 1-800-267-8101 or post it on their Facebook page or tweet it using the hashtag NWSGSP. And your message should describe the event and the specific location where an event occurred, and that's how you can report damaging winds, hail, or flooding to them. Apart from that, the storm is... I'm also going to mention that there was this other storm that was showing on the higher tilts, or that what seemed to intensify.
Yeah, just south of Hendersonville.
Yeah, and then it kind of started dying after, it went, shower to storm and back to, and then, shower to heavy rain, and then moderate rain, just like that.
Yes, absolutely. I think the warning is warned for the cell northeast of Hendersonville.
It's warned for that one.
It is warned for that one. The one to the south is not severe at this time.
It's just part of. It's just in the warning.
It's in the warning polygon, but it's not the storm that's being warned.
Yep. That may surprise. It may surprise people that it's actually that the first warning is not in moderate risk, but in North Carolina.
It is in the slight to marginal risk in North Carolina. Yes.
Yep, it is. It also seemed like that storm's echo tops have dropped down since from 43,000 to 40.7 thousand.
Yeah, it does seem that the storm is getting destroyed by the mountains here. So hopefully the storm does weaken, or doesn't try to strengthen. If it does strengthen, then that's not going to be a good sign here. Currently, we have no other active warnings in the. We have currently no active warnings in the country except this one severe thunderstorm warning for North Carolina, which, I mean, there was a risk. We do have to look out for the North Carolina risk as well, but even though our main priority is, like I said, even though our main priority is the moderate risk, we still have to look out for our North Carolinians and our Northeast and Mid-Atlantic Southeast people because they're under a pretty considerable threat today. So widespread severe weather.
I do want to break in here. In the northeast corner of Iowa, we have a large rain band starting to form.
Large.
It's extending all the way down to from St. Charles and Rochester, Minnesota, all the way down to Waterloo, Iowa. There's a large wall of precip that would likely become stronger later today.
Yeah, this rain band, like from Iowa, in the Iowa portion of the rain band, and maybe like south of St. Charles and near Rochester, from St. Charles southward, it seems like that line is actually gets like more and more like consolidated as a line. Like it's not as like wide, you know? It's not as wide. It's mainly. It's not like the length from east to west. It seems to be like shorter.
Yes.
That severe thunderstorm warning down in North Carolina has been updated.
All right. Yes,
Another
I do.
severe thunderstorm warning was issued there as well in Macon and Jackson County.
Wait, another SVR got issued.
Yeah, no.
Another SVR got issued in North Carolina for let's see.
It's just for those same storms, I believe.
All
No,
right.
it's Jackson and Macon. That's like it's actually
Oh yeah, it's further down.
that's further down.
It's also above the mountain.
And if there's any case of an extension for any of these for either of these warnings, the one in Macon and Jackson County in North Carolina. Now, the one near Macon and Jackson is actually moving south at 5 miles per hour. But if there is any extension, it would probably go into Raccoon County in Georgia and Walhalla County in South Carolina in that case. But locations impacted include Highlands, Scaly Mountain, Whiteside Mountain, Otto, Kulisaha, I don't know, and Sky Valley. Apart from that, the echo tops on these storms near Hendersonville, that's in the one for Henderson County. there is echo tops reaching just touching 40,000 feet. In Macon County, there are echo tops almost at 40,000. They are at 39.4 thousand. So you got some volumetric readings on this. Looks like
For those North Carolina storms, just east northeast of that first severe thunderstorm warning, there is another cell that appears to be quite strong.
getting some volumetric readings on the storm near Henderson, or that's northeast of Hendersonville now. Let's see what it looks like for you. So this is your interior look from GR2 Analyst of the storm. I'm actually gonna go live for a little bit with this cool screen.
I'll pull up the stream here in a little bit. Just give me 1 second.
Here for screen 1. I'm gonna go live 720 with 30 FPS.
Alright,
An excessive heat warning and heat advisory have been issued for parts of Georgia.
Alright. I'm gonna...
Alright, so here's what it looks like. So if you go to Volume Explorer in GR2 Analyst, this storm near Hendersonville, this specific one, looks like this, actually. So on the outside it just looks like blues and all, but as you go in, you can definitely see the different reflectivity values in here. This one mainly showing up around here, and as I was saying, up to 40,000 feet, actually above it a bit. So, or not above it, but you can see a little bit of rotation that goes above 40,000. In fact, I'm going to get a cross section on 1.4 of that. Sorry for your background noise. Let me get that.
That's all right.
Section. Here's your cross section of it. So without smoothing, it looks like this. With smoothing, it looks like this.
Wind advisory for Campbell, Corson, Dewey, Edmonds, McPherson, and Walworth counties in South Dakota.
It seems like Erickson joined again. But he seems like he's gonna be okay. So your different products. Here's your cross section of base reflectivity, base velocities. Yeah, don't actually get started with this. Spectrum width, SRVs, Z differential reflectivity, CC. I don't know what PHI is, and here's your KDP values. Different. I'm mainly gonna use base reflectivity for my volumetric and cross section areas. But once again, another reading. Yeah, look at this. You can see that this is what the storm looks like from a volumetric angle on 4. Specifically, it'll tell you what tilt the radar got on specifically tilt 1.352 now. It used to be 3.4. So here's that same storm from the from looking north towards Henderson. Here's your map. So here's Hendersonville. So this is what it looks like from Hendersonville. It'll look like this on volumetric readings, and there you go with your really high things, which just move that around. Now from the east, where I cut this off, actually followed from this angle over here, where near Girton, this is your volumetric reading here. And I kind of cut it off right there. But as you can see, there is definitely reds inside of the storm. And I am now going to be looking at that Macon County storm. Just look at where near Scaly Mountain. See what that looks like. Here's what that storm looks like on the outside. Here's looking west, I believe. It's gonna be like that. So you can see these you can specifically see US 64 in this. And here's your reading, and boom, just like that. You can see your volumetric with as you can these 58.5 decibel reflectivity values. You can see where it is basically in the tilt. And it looks like this. Barely above 40,000 feet echo top. Seems maybe not even reaching it. And I was right about that. It did not reach it. VR 1.4. I'm in volumetric mode, I forgot that. Okay, so 39,000 foot echo tops over here. Then you also have 40.4 thousand foot echo tops over here. And for each hail marker, you have 0.53 inches near Hendersonville, and there doesn't even seem to be a hail marker on the other one. Apart from that, that's really all that I have put.
Thank you, Maple, for providing that. So yeah, not a lot of stuff is going on in the other risk area, but we currently have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings for the western foothills of North Carolina here. If I'm gonna take a quick little 3D cross section of this storm so you guys can see the other storm. This storm has some very high tops. The storm has got about at least, I'd say a decent 46 to almost 50,000 foot echo top. At least, well, actually, where it levels off the most is where you would measure the exact amount of how high the storm is. I would say the storm is a decent 42 to 45,000 feet tall at this given point right now. So this is just your volumetric scan of the eastern cell. And yeah, you can look at the isosurface as well. The isosurface volumetric scan goes up about 36,000 or so feet here. Alright, I see we have Ayrton back now. Ayrton, if you wanna, whenever you're ready, you can give us your thoughts and inputs right now. What's going on? Alright, I'm gonna take a wider view. Actually, I can't even do that. Nah, I'm not gonna take a whole wider view of the whole state. We are going to shift our focus back to Iowa now for a brief moment, we're gonna go back and see what's going on for storms in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. Give the radar a little bit to load here, and we should be good. So as you can see, however, there is a storm right here near Calmer, Iowa, that may be trying to root up and could be the first actual storm of the day here. We'll have to wait and see what that storm decides to do. Do you have any current thoughts here about the convection in Iowa here? Anybody have any thoughts on that cell near Decorah? What are we thinking about that cell right there? Because that cell definitely looks like it's trying to root itself.
And now I don't really have much input on it.
Alright, no problem. So not a lot going on right now, in terms of severe weather. Although we do have 2 severe thunderstorms currently in North Carolina, we have mentioned for a couple times. And it does appear that there's multiple cells that I'm monitoring here. It does appear that this is trying to go linear here quickly. Which means that the tornadic threat would decrease. There is some uncertainties though about semi-discrete cells, but right now, as if it looks, it just looks like one big convective linear mess right now. Nothing organized yet. Nothing discrete yet. Semi-discrete. You name it.
Near Forest City in North Carolina, there's a radar indicated half-inch hail core.
Alright, let me take a look at that. I do see that right there. Yeah, that might get warned here as well soon here.
National Weather Service has come out with their storm survey for June 13th. There was a EF1 tornado that touched down in Ohio, and yeah.
I believe your IM bot went off there, Jake. Or
Yeah, more.
someone's IM bot went
It
off.
was mine. It was mine. Because I was talking.
So yeah, not too terrible stuff going on. Oof.
Just wanted to say that the storm near Decorah in Iowa that's moving towards That's moving towards extreme, like southeast Minnesota, and the storm northeast of there has 41,000 foot tops at least, echo tops. I will be getting reading on volumetric to see where it really peaks. Yeah, I'd probably stay around 43, or maybe like 42-ish. Yes, about right.
Alright, yeah, so we're going to just wait and see if any of the Iowa storms finally decide to pop themselves off. We have been live for an hour and a half already. Have we had any questions come in?
On Twitch, we have not.
We haven't had any questions come in. Okay. So let's just wait and see what's going down. Once the tornado watch gets issued, maybe then we can start seeing storms probably starting to pop themselves.
There is a flood warning for. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that. And
That's
St.
for,
Louis counties
Kuching.
in Minnesota.
Kuching in St. Louis counties. Kuching. That is there. I'm gonna try to also pull up the Weather Prediction Center outlook here, and I think we do have a.
The Jackson and Macon County severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled.
Okay, good thing there. I am actually going to let me see if I can get it here on the right stream here. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out if I can get this on the right stream here. Well, let me get the weather prediction outlook up on my stream. Alright, so there's also a slight risk for excessive rainfall in portions of Wisconsin. So we're going to look at that as well. So you have a marginal risk of flash flooding across portions of northwestern Michigan, the Upper Peninsula, most of Wisconsin, southeastern Minnesota, east central to central Iowa, northwestern, north central Illinois, which does include Chicago. You guys, and also because these storms are also going to be relatively slow moving, they're going to produce some very heavy rainfall, which can lead to flash flooding as well. So yeah, that's also, I wanted to point that out, that we do have a flash flooding threat as well.
We have multiple heat advisory and excessive heat warnings in effect. Heat advisories include counties in Tennessee and Ohio, as well as excessive heat warnings for
It appears that the
counties in
other
Ohio.
severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled as well in North Carolina. And
Yes,
both warnings have been dropped. So there are currently now no more severe thunderstorm warnings that have been issued. So yeah. Alright, so pretty much no more severe thunderstorm warnings are active currently. However, we do expect to see storms. We can't hope here, but we are expecting to see storms fire here within the next hour or so. They are already firing. We expect. Excuse me. I apologize. We expect for these storms to develop within the to develop into tornadic producing cells within at least the next 30 minutes to an hour, give it or take it.
Heat advisories have been issued in counties in Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. Large areas of Alabama, Florida, and Georgia are currently under heat advisories, and parts of Alabama.
Yeah, this stuff in Iowa and Wisconsin, Minnesota are not really impressive right now. Just a big clutter of convection.
In Iowa, by Decker, that storm that formed there has just unleashed a large, decently long line of strong reflectivity.
It does appear per the latest stamp run that this is going to be mainly linear. However, you have embedded supercells that also could be a problem. So, still, even if you don't see intense tornadoes, long track tornadoes, and strong tornadoes, you can still see some QLCS tornadoes that could potentially have the capability to be strong. So even though that the threat is appearing to be less discreet, and yeah, pretty much.
Just because it's not discrete does not mean it could be dangerous. News to be a thunderstorm warning for Jackson and Transylvania counties in North Carolina. The severe thunderstorm warning covers winds of 60 mile an hour possible and hail of 1 inch possible.
Alright, so as you heard there, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued in North Carolina, out of all places. It looks like it's that cell that recycled down there.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm seeing some deep echo taps on that cell. I'm getting like 48 to 50,000 feet almost down there.
Yeah, it looks like it's most of the storm stops at around 48, but there's a bit that hooks up out to like 51.
Absolutely.
Flood report in Flathead County, I believe that's Montana. 8 to 10 inches of water on North Hilltop Road. Part of the road is washed out from Garner Creek. The road is currently closed by law enforcement.
I'm going to just say if we could potentially just stay focused on the severe weather side of things, we can go to the other stuff, but we don't have a lot, but we do have a severe thunderstorm warning right now. So I would say we can stick with the severe weather side of things, and then we could potentially go from there. Just so we can stay a little bit focused. Alright, I'm gonna pull a volumetric scan real quick. Yeah, this thing shoots the sky about. Yeah, this thing shoots the sky about 50,000 feet. That's a very tall structure. Not gonna lie. That's like easily getting up to 50,000 feet. Easily getting up to 50,000 feet. And the cloud tops on satellites are already exploding in those Iowa.
Yeah, in Iowa, yeah. For the North Carolina storms, I was going to say, it looks like there's at about 45,000 foot, they're all starting to come into contact with each other.
The National Weather Service in La Crosse has put out a statement regarding that severe thunderstorm risk is now increasing over the line of convection. They are stating that conditions suggest that over the next 2 hours, severe thunderstorms will rapidly develop along a broad swath of counties in the Mississippi River, mainly south of La Crosse initially. Potential for tornadoes, large hail, and damaging wind will increase. Some strong tornadoes may also occur. Be prepared and have 2 other sources. Go to a basement or interior without windows if a tornado warning is issued for your area. So very, very strong wording there from the National Weather Service in La Crosse. So we're going to now divert our attention from there over to Iowa here, as that did just get issued, and we're gonna go to there, and we're gonna stick on that for a little bit. So severe thunderstorm warning should be popping up here in the next couple of minutes to at least an hour. Any thoughts on the new? New statement, Jake?
Sorry, what was that?
Any thoughts on the new statement that was issued by NWS La Crosse?
That's what we've been seeing for for the past hour and a half. That's what the storms have been looking like they'll do. This is just them coming out and saying, yeah, this is what we all believe will happen.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna keep my audio alerts up. So maybe the next 30 minutes we can see storms to finally kick into high gear. Hopefully Ayrton can come back before that occurs. So, let me. Oop, and wow, this thing near Highlandville is definitely blowing up on radar. I'm seeing a lot of stuff blowing up. I hope that doesn't mean that we're gonna have an increase in threat earlier. Probably we will, but never know. And for those who basically don't know what a QLCS is or a linear thing is, it's basically just linear. Basically means like a squall line, like a bit, like no like discrete storms are basically like storms that are separated away from a line or front. And all this this is all just weak convection. And it's being caught up. It's all elevated right now. There's no surface-based storms as of yet. However, within the next hour or so, we could see these storms finally correct themselves and go bonanzas. So within 30 minutes, we should see the NWS issue a tornado watch. Alright, I am going to step away for 5 minutes. Actually, we are going to just step away for a brief second here. Never mind, because... Oh. So I'm going to step away for a brief second. Just to test some things. I will be right back, and we will go from Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Tornado watch number 371 has been issued. I repeat, tornado watch number 371 has been issued. I'm going to currently try and pull up the live oh my, I can't speak. I cannot speak. I'm going to currently try and pull up the watch on my screen here. I'm going to wait for it to come out. However, tornado watch number 371 has been issued, and yep. So this is it. This is the official start to our coverage here, as the tornado watch has been issued. We expect this tornado watch to be issued, and it now has finally been issued. So I am going to hopefully pull up the watch here on my screen. I'm gonna wait for it to go out.
The tornado watch covers most of Wisconsin, part of Iowa, a small bit of not Minnesota. My brain is fried. And Michigan is also slightly in that tornado watch.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the tornado watch here on my I'm attempting to get the tornado watch here on my screen. However, at this time it has not gone up on IMBot preview yet. On preview it has not, so I'm waiting to get that.
Oh.
Yeah, it hasn't popped up. It hasn't popped up on the SBC website. I'm gonna get that right. I'm gonna get that right now. Please. All right, let me refresh my IMBot and see if that will do anything. It should do something. Should. And no. It still has not popped up yet, which is, I don't understand why it has not been popped up yet on my screen. Hopefully I can get it now. It has not popped up yet. Okay, that is a bit annoying, but let me see if I can do something real quick here. I'm going to. Okay, here we go. I have it right now. Let me pull it up here on my screen. Hold on.
There you go. They told you.
Yep, yeah, they posted it. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up here on my screen here. I'm gonna just give me 1 minute here. Alrighty, here we go. So the new tornado watch that is currently on my screen right here is for portions of northeastern Iowa, southeastern Minnesota, much of Wisconsin, actually, excluding the northwestern corner. The wording is a few tornadoes likely with a couple intense tornadoes possible. Widespread damaging winds likely with isolated significant gusts to 75 miles per hour possible. Scattered large hail likely with isolated very large hail events to 3-inch in diameter possible. The summary is a very favorable environment for severe storms continues to unfold across the region with intense storm development including supercell expected through mid-late afternoon with a moist, very unstable environment. This includes potential for very large hail and tornadoes, a few of which could be strong, particularly across southwest Wisconsin to a broad part of central Wisconsin. where conditions appear most favorable. By evening, damaging wind potential should also steadily increase across eastern half of Wisconsin as storms merge, organize, and race east-northeastward. So the probabilities for the watch are 70-50 for tornadoes, 80-40 for wind, and 70-50 for hail. And if you take it as a whole, 95%. So that is a pretty substantial watch that was just issued by the SPC, and I would expect our first couple severe thunderstorm warnings to get issued here in short order. I'm going to message the executive board chat to get everybody in here. Again, alright, so I just pinged Ayrton to see if he is ready, and we should be expecting our first couple severe thunderstorm warnings to get issued here within due course. And also we do expect an update from the SPC here of the day 1 convective outlook here.
I need to get touch screens. That would make this so much fun.
I would agree.
Because I have my monitors on a stand, like on one. So I have it so that one of them's basically like 45 degrees. And it would be so cool.
Okay. Cool. So has that warning in North Carolina been canceled yet, or is it still in effect?
Negative. That one is still in effect. Those storms are still relatively strong.
They look like to be now it looks like it's moving southwest. Okay, that's a weird storm motion, but our main concern is up here. Main concern is up here in. Yep. So pretty much this is our main.
Actually, those North Carolina storms, they're staying pretty stationary right now. They have a slow easterly track.
The storm's southwest at 10, so I would say it's going at about like a westward crawl.
Whatever it is, it's very slow.
And we already have a significant weather advisory for central Goodhue, northwestern Pepin, and eastern Pierce counties. This is a cell near Goodhue, or 14 miles south of Red Wing, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. This storm may intensify. So we are going to the Goodhue cell. I'm going to switch to the Minneapolis radar here. This is the cell to watch at this time, as this has the first tag of a possible intensification. This does appear to be a discrete supercell, or at least a discrete shower, and hopefully Minneapolis will please load for me. Please load for me, Minneapolis. Please load for me, Minneapolis, please. I don't want to have to use another radar. Alright.
It is. Minneapolis is online, I know that.
I have returned!
You have returned.
Welcome back.
And a
And
high-end...
so have I.
And a high-end tornado watch has been issued, and we already have a cell that may get severe warned here any second here. It's the Goodhue, Wisconsin cell. So that right there, you've heard, those are the verses of Ayrton and Maple. They're back, as we are now.
Is this a PDS tornado watch?
No.
No,
it is not.
Yeah, it's not a PDS tornado watch. However, it was at least 30% off of being a PDS tornado watch.
Jesus.
Your probabilities here are you have a 70% for 2 or more tornadoes.
Yeah, there's a 50% chance. There's a 50/50 of an
Yeah,
EF2 plus.
sorry to cut you off there, Maple. I did already mention the probabilities while you were gone.
Yep. Maple, I already know that there's a 50/50 chance that an EF2 plus will hit.
You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing clearing between the two sets of convection. That I do not want to see.
Significant weather advisory in Minnesota. Heading towards Red Wing.
That's the one. I do
Hey,
not. I mentioned that. That's the good Hustel. I don't like.
if you look
at
back
this.
on velocity, on base velocity, the past updates, there's like a blip of stronger contrast. Yeah.
I think this is forming on an outflow boundary that's situated near, or it looks like it is.
There's
on
another
outflow
stick
boundary.
weather advisory up for northern Wisconsin. If you're on KDLH, it's for Hayward and Spooner yet again under another significant weather advisory.
So you heard it there. We have the start of the event. This event is pretty much starting here. That good Husel is definitely looking impressive here.
It's the best we've had all day.
Echo tops, I believe. Hold on, let me get a volumetric reading so I can get
Spectrum
some good
width.
echo top readings.
That North Carolina cell really is not much.
You
No, it's
the
mostly
storm-
rain and
the storm
probably
is forming on a boundary. It's not good.
So, the one near Goodyear, Belchester, it seems to have, believe it is around 45,000 or higher foot tops. I will actually be looking for an Echo Tops update so I can see what it really is.
I need an Echo Tops update.
I do.
There are just multiple cells trying to go severe here in a heartbeat. And there's clearing, there's actually clearing between the cell and that's what concerns me.
I'm watching that line of convection in front of these cells developing because those could have a few severe storms in it.
You see the cell is actually separated.
Yeah.
That's not what I want to see. Or that's not what we want to see.
I actually can that storm near Goodhue, I can actually see it's where it may have originated. It looks like the earliest frame I have on Minneapolis radar that it originated probably south of Albert Lee in Freeborn County. Maybe even in Iowa.
I think
Maybe.
the storm initiated on a boundary that was situated in Minnesota, and now it's actually popping off now. I think it's riding the boundary now.
Yeah, that's reasonable to say.
It's riding that boundary. If it that's actually not good at all. If it's riding the boundary and it's discreet, we'll have to see what that storm does.
Yeah, the top of the storm is roughly 45,000.
Alright.
It looks like it's splitting, like a left split.
Left split. Wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, as if it was split.
Oh, like it's
The
splitting
red one.
around Goodhue.
Is it trying to
Yeah.
left split? Yeah, it is trying to left split. Yeah, it is trying to left split actually. Okay. It seems to be situated on the boundary, but it looks like it's actually trying to split away from the hail core of this cell, which is actually interesting. I wonder what that is going to say in terms of it. Maybe it's actually trying to break away from the boundary. That would mean that... Wow, yeah, it's blowing up now on... Yeah, it's starting to blow up more now on radar. That is certainly not good.
I have an echo top rating of 46,000 feet on that cell.
You said 46,000 feet there. You said 46,000 feet, right? Just on a technical note, is there any way I can send you guys my OBS setup? Is there a way I can possibly export it into a file?
It's just profile. We can go over it after the stream.
Could we do the? Can you do me a favor? We will be right back. Just give us 1 second, folks. Alright, apologies about that. We are back now, and we are still on this cell near Red Wing. It has blown up on the last couple scans, as it was a little cell that was a bit kind of good cell, it's right in the boundary. Now it looks like it is attempting a left split between Hay Creek and Red Wing, just south of it. And I think it just did a successful left split.
Yeah, I think it
just successfully
safe to
left
say
split. It just left split. I think that storm just went under a successful left split. Because you can see where the storm originated when it was merged. Now you can see that they're splitting into two different cells.
Yeah.
It's just this crap vection is not forming, but this cell near Red Wing is the most impressive cell of the day right now.
The crap vection could actually be putting the chances down of something big actually happening.
That I absolutely.
Because I don't see any other cells trying to form yet.
Which would lower the SIG-Tor chances considerably. QLCS tornadoes will still be a thing, however. Yeah.
I mean, if that stuff down in Iowa starts going, then yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, if that stuff can root itself out and become more semi-discrete in Iowa, then yeah, something.
Actually, I might see one discrete cell trying to happen. It's southeast of Charles City, Iowa, on KARX on La Crosse.
KARX on La Crosse.
It's north of Waterloo and southeast of Charles City.
Alright, I'll take a look at that. Near, where would this be? Plainfield? Be the
It is Charles City. Southeast of Charles City.
North of Waverly.
Yes, that cell right there. Because it's
Yeah,
had a
it looks
big,
like it's actually trying to get an appendage right there.
it's had a really big lightning uptick in the past 10 minutes.
It does appear it's trying to get a appendage trying to form as well on that. Yeah, that could be.
Agritops, 51,000 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, that storm's trying. It's trying to do
It's
it.
trying to hook as well. You can see inflows trying to. You can see an inflow not just trying to form on that cell there. Let me go down here. Let me check velocity real quick.
It's not a whole lot. Like, it's not a good contrast yet.
Yeah, it has hardly any rotation, but it is strengthening.
Yeah, it's trying. I mean, you can kind of see. I think if you go to spectrum with, you can kind of try to see a little. You can't really see anything on spectrum with, but you can kind of see. It's trying its hardest to spin. Trying its hardest to get an influence.
There could be something in there. Yeah. There could be something trying to happen.
Yeah, if those cells by Waterloo start going, it's going to be bad.
If those cells end near Waterloo, I absolutely agree. If those start to fire, then fire quickly, then that is going to be a major problem here. Going back up on Minneapolis to this Red Wing cell, and whoa, what just got issued? Alright, Day 1 outlook has been updated, moderate risk has been maintained. Moderate risk has been maintained. I'm going to hopefully try, once I can get the,
When did it update? Just now?
yeah, it just
Like,
updated
yeah,
right
just
now. Once I can get up, once I can pull up here once I can pull up the outlook here, I can try and pull it up here. Once it just updates for me on my screen. So once that comes up on my screen, I'll be able to it appears that no change has been made to the moderate risk.
What about day 2?
Day 2 hasn't been updated yet. Day 2 will be updated tomorrow. It appears that the moderate risk has not changed a bit. Yeah, it appears it hasn't changed a bit. Hold up.
It's gonna be a bit until we get the update on with the.
Give it like 5 minutes. It'll pop up. But I do see an IMBot tweet that it.
I see a cell just to the west of Waterloo trying to go up.
Let me go to La Crosse and just get a better broad spectrum here. I think the moderate risk. Okay, so that hasn't updated yet. Wow. Look at the cell near Reno and Geneva. Look at the inflow trying to go into that thing. Look at the cell down here south of La Crosse.
I see.
Yeah, that one's got to be monitored too. That
Actually, that one's really catching my eye.
That one's actually really catching
Wait,
my eye.
wait, it has a bit of rotation on it.
It's got a.
Down by Brownsville and
La
Tradesburg.
Crosse. Yeah, it looks like it's got a C notch.
Yeah, I see
Let me
that.
see if CC supports it. Yep, CC supports an inflow notch.
Yeah, I agree on that.
That's actually a C notch on radar.
Yeah.
It looks like.
If that drops a tornado, that's probably going to be a pretty strong tornado.
Yeah.
Alright, so I just got the new Outlook. I'm not gonna show it because no major changes have been made to it. Which is still very concerning.
Well, they must be confident they didn't change it that much.
They said only minor tweaks were made. To which minor tweaks were made, I have no clue. I have no clue. I have absolutely no idea.
Hey guys, I'll probably be back in like 20 minutes, 20-ish minutes.
Alrighty, cool. And it does appear that the severe thunderstorm warning in North Carolina has been canceled here.
Yeah, that's correct, it has.
That has been canceled, so once again, no more severe thunderstorm warnings. However, the La Crosse cell and the Red
That La
Wings-
Crosse storm is starting to take a bit of. It's like becoming a really deep sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm losing CC for the inflow. But I think that might just be the radar being blocked from the storm north. That's about. I'm showing maybe half-inch hail.
Yeah, that La Crosse cell looks to be losing its inflow notch. It doesn't appear as clear as it was. However,
Yeah.
that's still like the most impressive looking cell, but it's not the greatest right now.
That's what we have to watch the most right now.
We have to watch that cell the most. You are absolutely right.
The North Carolina severe thunderstorm warning was allowed to expire. It was not canceled. It was expired.
Yeah, basically the same. Basically the same thing.
Yeah, it looks like that the reflectivity inflow is starting to close up.
Uh-huh.
Also, I have a pixel that is just blank in the middle of the velocity.
Alright. I don't think that nothing came over my mind just yet. The photographs on mesoanalysis show very large. I'm seeing very large, favorably curved and elongated photographs across most of the risk area, which basically would imply the conditions are favorable for the development of tornadoes in that area. So still, even with this convection crap, there's still a chance. And it does appear that the Red Wing, Wakuta, Minnesota, Ellsworth, Plum City, Maiden Rock, Wisconsin cell that had the significant weather advisory has weakened considerably. It looks like it has dropped off. It looks like it's lost a little bit of character here. Echotops are actually the cloud tops are becoming a bit shorter. Not too short, but still a bit shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lacrosse cell is the lacrosse cell looks like it's just linearized itself. Alright, nothing's came over yet, and all this crap looks like they've died. So we are just waiting in patience for this, for severe weather warnings to be issued. We are going to take another quick, we're gonna basically just, wait here a bit until severe weather warnings get issued. And once they do, we will, we'll go from there. Hello, we are back now currently, and we just got a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornadoes possible tag for the counties of La Crosse, Vernon, and Monroe. This does have a somewhat there is a little bit of rotation with this. The National Weather Service has decided to give a tornado possible tag to this warning. It is located near Coon Valley, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. And this also has a tag of 60 mile per hour wind gust, of course, as hail, and a tornado is possible. So this is the first severe thunderstorm warning of the day for the enhanced / moderate risk area with a tornado possible tag already on the first warning. Okay.
So that means National Weather Service doesn't see it stop. Like, it seems likely that it could still become a tornado.
Absolutely. I do think that it is trying to put up a decent signature. It's not the greatest right now, however, it does look like a very decent signature on radar.
Yeah, it could recycle and become strong.
Okay, something just went insane on pings. Mesoscale discussion number 1177 has been issued.
Concerning tornado
Watch 371. It says increasing potential for tornadoes and large hail expected in a corridor across west central into central Wisconsin over the next couple of hours. Initially messy convection developing along and just ahead of the surface cold front across northeast Iowa and western Wisconsin is showing signs of organization over the last 15 to 30 minutes. This activity is moving into a corridor of back to low level surface winds. Increasing rotational loss has been noted in the KARX data, La Crosse data.
Lacrosse.
This trend may continue with eastward extent. Latest VWP data from La Crosse continues to show an enlarged, favorably curved low-level hodograph with 0 to 1 SRH values now around 250 to 300 meters per second squared, meters per second squared as low-level flows increased somewhat over the last couple hours. As convection encounters this corridor of more favorable low-level shear within a strongly unstable environment, an increase in tornado potential, some of which could be strong, as well as large hail, is expected. And as I say that, the Coon Valley cell has just completely lost its rotation signature.
Yeah, it's...
The inflow's still there, but it looks like it is dying its signature off.
Yeah, it choked itself out.
Looks like it choked it off.
I need to refill my water bottle already.
What? Give me a minute. Why am I getting yelled at?
The severe thunderstorm warning, the cell that we're looking at, it does have just short of an inch hail. This can cause damaged property. You should not go outside in this hail. It can cause injury. Yeah. But yeah, it does look like that the Coon Valley, the storm that's now severe warned, that the inflow that we were looking at is collapsing. It's likely due to RFD, the rear draft coming around and choking out the storm because it flowed into the inflow notch. And the downward flow of the RFD ended up cutting off the inflow, basically choking out the storm.
Alright, I am back. We still only have this SVR in effect?
What's that?
We still only have this SVR in effect, it looks like.
No, the storms just in general the weekend. The inflow notch was collapsing even more, and hail was weakening as well.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Doesn't mean that it's not recirculating, but it just means at the moment it's not looking too good.
Hey, I just wanted to say that effective layer Sigtor composites have now reached 4 in 2 pockets. One in like extreme like southeastern Minnesota and probably near La Crosse or there at that county, and then another area just like northeast of that. I'll just mention that. I'd probably be looking to the storms to its south though. or like southeast or southwest.
Oh,
Because those are
new severe thunderstorm warning has
in
been
Georgia.
issued in. Wait, what?
It's one of those storms that we were looking at earlier today.
Oh wait.
Yeah, it's one of those earlier storms like that, like near North Carolina that moved into.
Oh, this is.
Yeah, it's showing the same structure as earlier. It's not too much has changed.
It's not gonna.
Looks like decided to recycle itself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thousands of times.
Yeah, I'm seeing it did one. Yeah, it did used to have a good hook, and then it just gets cut off.
Once
You
again,
think?
the hired
You think?
cells.
Oh, sorry.
Now you're good.
Actually, that North Carolina storm, it looks like it was there, and that's actually a new cell. It like fizzled out and then started back up again.
Oh, that seems cooler. I'm just looking at value trails, and now maybe that.
And it's got over 1-inch hail.
Alright.
Got
So
1
severe
1/4
thunderstorm
hail.
warning is for the counties of Rabun, Macon, and Jackson, northeastern Rabun, southeastern Macon, and south central Jackson counties. Alright, so. Alright, let's go back to the La Crosse cell, or the one southeast of La Crosse. And to be honest with you, oh wait, I'm on higher tilts, hold up. Let me go back, or am I not on higher tilts? Wow, the thing just... the thing just looks like it bowed out.
Yeah, I do see that little push.
Looks like it bowed out a bit. It bowed out a lot.
Yeah, it does look like it's pushing ever so slight.
Hopefully my eye doctor appointment won't be as long as I want it to go, so I can come back. But I'm sure that my team will cover for me until I... Yeah, this cell in Wisconsin looks to have just pushed itself out. Hold up. Yeah. It looks to have pushed itself out. Doesn't look that impressive right now.
Fix your camera was on for a second.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. Anyways, I'm probably gonna, be just clocking out because I know that Ayrton, I think is, I will, if I will finish the stream, I'll probably be clocking out then.
Alrighty.
Right
Okay.
now. Alright. Hey, I'll probably be tracking these. I'll be coming back to tracking around an hour and a half, I'd say. Probably around 6.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Alright, see you.
See it. Alright, so basically currently right now we have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings, one in the states of Georgia and North Carolina, and one in Wisconsin, which is the first severe thunderstorm warning for the event so far. But is it me, or has all the convection dissipated? Is that?
It's not been looking the best. That's what I assume.
Yeah, I there's nothing there. Oh, never mind. There is. I was looking at the wrong tilt. I apologize. I was looking at the wrong tilt. I apologize. Still have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings.
At 12.4, there's a large hail section.
On the lacrosse cell.
Base reflectivity at 12.
Yeah, I see that. So far, not an impressive event here, folks, but I mean, to be honest with you, nothing's been really popping off as of yet. So alright, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens, because
I think the storm will let out hail within like the next half an hour.
if it can translate down to the surface, then yeah, it'll probably drop some massive hailstones. And we have been officially live for over 3 hours at this point now. So what's going to happen in 10 minutes is I'm going to end the stream. The stream is not going to be technically over. We're going to do a quick change in files. Then Jake will take over. Hopefully we'll be able to take over for a little bit while me and Maple are gone. And we will go from there. Since nothing's really happening right now, or will not happen for at least an hour, so I think Jake should be definitely able to take care of the stream. I do trust him. He is a very well known member of our server, and I think I trust him the absolute most with handling operations from here until I return back. I will most likely return back by 6:30, worst case scenario. However, if I don't return back, I will return back whenever I can, and I will provide relay. I will be providing relay to Jake as much as possible while I'm gone, and yeah, that's pretty much it right now.
I'm gonna continue the stream on Twitch because that's what I have that open. Like that's what I'm doing.
Alright, could you potentially, hold up, let me... I think they just cut off this warning. Yep, they just updated this. Tour possible has been continued on that cell. They do mention that no severe reports have been gave in with this storm. However, they do note that hail damage to vehicles is expected. So we are about 5 minutes from ending or temporarily pausing the stream. We will be back. We'll be automatically back. Jake will pull up the stream and he will hopefully continue it. And then when I come back, we can go from there, and I will come back and provide as much coverage as I physically can. Hopefully my eye doctor appointment does not last that long, which it shouldn't last that long. It should only be like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So we should be all good on that one. And yeah. And it does appear that low-level shear is rapidly strengthening per the lacrosse VWP hodograph. This lacrosse cell has definitely fell apart. The North Carolina cell does not look that impressive right now as well. It is over mountain. I think it definitely is over mountain, so it might get ripped apart by the mountain. What are the echo taps in this storm? They're decently high, but I don't think this thing is going to do anything. I think it's just going to do like a small crawl, like a slow crawl, and just fizzle out and die. Mesoscale precipitation discussion is worn out. Flash flooding is possible. Increasing coverage and thunderstorms ahead of a slow front will begin to train southwest to northeast. Rainfall rates within deepening convection should exceed 2 inches per hour at times. Flash flooding is possible. So although that we have a severe weather threat, we also have a flash flooding threat as well that's supposed to take place across the risk area. And I am getting reports now. Oh, the warning has been updated in North Carolina. It continues. I think a meso is now forming on the, or trying to form a meso on the. I'm just gonna wait and see if I can get the radar. Aussies up here. It could be. I really don't see anything with it though. Nothing too crazy right now at the moment. Alrighty, so this is going to be it for a brief minute. We are going to stop the stream for a brief minute to transfer over files. We will be back by 5 p.m. Eastern. So please tune back in at 5 p.m. We will provide more weather coverage here on Storm Vortex Center by 5 p.m. Eastern. We are going to take a 20-minute break to transfer over files. This has been Patrick and Jake, along with Ayrton and Maple from Storm Vortex Center, and we will see you guys.